on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, honey yacht dash, honey yacht dash, honey yacht dash, honey yacht dash, honey yacht dash.
Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad. If you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha. 55, I got one.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80.
Check, 55, Mike. I got you, son.
Here's Brady to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 38, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Wait, that 53! Mike 54! Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day. 72!
1st down, here's White. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Alert!
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Brady gives this to White, and he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get that quarterback.
Now Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. These two teams all tied after 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. That's the pass. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Hey, ball 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Just like that. Just like that.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Darian Thompson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, 46. We're going to 52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, this to Jarwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
What you got?
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alpha.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
47.
From the 39, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. We play to win. Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 53, check tight.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Brady going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Booker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go, here we go. 52's the mic. We own them. We own them.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill. 47. He's going to 54. Check 13. Check 26.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. We're going to 53. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Under. We're going 47.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island mode, but single receiver.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Undercrush.
On third and long, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go with White on the counter, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
It's a game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mike 48. Watch the run.
General West.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Got a man, it's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. They'll run on first down. White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
48 Mike.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna like the 48 right now. Let's go. I know he ain't got.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Brady now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michel.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He hits White, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Cooper was the target there. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Watch out.
1st down, Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Go to 54. Go to 54. Check 24.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Brady. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James Devlin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Throwing now is Brady. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one good for 33 and a 1st. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check girls, check. We're going to 54. Why here? Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety, check 3.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Everybody, go right in. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, check.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, D.
Then we're going to 53.
It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott got a man. It's Berrios complete.
Prescott's pass complete to Austin Berrios. A 9-yard gain of the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this